How's it going, boys? Welcome back to another JO2 video besides the podcast. Hopefully you enjoyed that. You enjoyed the first two episodes. The next one's coming out on Monday if that interests you. If not, I'll still be doing these type of videos as well. Let's get into the actual subject matter. So I don't think it's that shocking if you watch any of my content related to Minecraft or any of my streams. I'm not excited for Minecraft 1.19. It just, to me, it doesn't feel like that big of an update. It doesn't feel like a wild update, quote unquote. And let's get into that. What I mean is, it feels like Cave and Cliffs Part 3. It feels like we're getting the third part of one Minecraft update, because the big feature is the Deep Dark with the Warden, which was something that was showed for 1.17. We are now on 1.19. Cave and Cliffs Part 3, just called the Wild Update. If it's so wild, why are we only getting one biome update? That's my issue here. If, you can yell at me all you want. Before Microsoft bought Mojang, we got an update. They gave us like 8 biomes. Now 1 plus the Deep Dark, so I guess technically 2 biomes, if you want to call it that, is a wild update, apparently, that we're supposed to be super excited for, because we're not getting the Birch Forest update that was supposedly a plan. We don't have fireflies because they don't want frogs to eat fireflies because it's not realistic, but this is Minecraft. There's literally the end dimension and literal hell as a dimension. I think we're past the realism aspect, I'm gonna be honest. Like, what? They removed features from it. It just doesn't feel like a full update. It feels like Cave and Cliffs Part 3. But the big issue is the Warden. Let's get into that. Let's talk a bit more about the Warden. I'm actually in the camp that really likes the Warden, or at least did when it was first revealed. I thought it was really cool to have a super, difficult boss that could nearly kill you. But now he has a ranged attack, and that changes things. Because now, you either need, tons of gapples and totems to kill it, which doesn't really give you anything worthwhile, or you try to run, but now it can hit you from afar, so now it's even more difficult, and now you're going to get, 2-shotted, or 4-shotted, I think, in Proc 4 Netherite. I think, don't quote me on that. I know it's in the 2 to 4 shot range. I just don't know if it's exactly 4 shots. That's what I've heard. I haven't played the pre-release. Personally, I don't want to. I want to wait till the update comes out and then do a review or a video on it. The Warden has gotten so, extreme, which, granted, it'll probably be really rare in the Deep Dark. Probably. But, it feels like a mod. It doesn't feel like a Minecraft thing. It feels like something that you would see in a Souls game at this point, with how deadly it can be. It is, by and large, stronger than all 3 bosses of the game, being the Elder Guardian, Wither, and Ender Dragon, possibly combined. I could kill all those easily with just diamond gear and some prep time. I don't think so on the Warden. I think, honestly, even by myself, I think I would struggle to even get close to killing it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the craziest player. I'm probably more on the average side of a long-term player in terms of skill, and I definitely would get my ass kicked. That's probably not the biggest issue though. My biggest issue with my excitement levels just being obsolete for Minecraft 1.19 is Mojang's recent track record. And yes, I know, the world changed a lot 2 years ago. I don't blame them on that. They still got the nether update out on time, and that's commendable in 2020. Then we waited a whole year for another big update, Cave and Cliffs Part 1, which was not a big update whatsoever. I barely acknowledge its existence. I think I have the least amount of playtime in the last 3 years since I switched over to Java. Or 2-3 years since I switched to Java on 1.17, and then 1.18 came out, and it also felt kind of underwhelming because it was a half an update. So we're just getting the last third of that update that I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think it was possible to span one update over 3, but it basically is. Plus, oh look, mangrove tree and boat and chest. Essentially, Mojang overpromised and underdelivered. We don't even have the architecture type stuff. That's probably not going to be out till 1.27 at this point. Cave and Cliffs Part 20 or 15 or whatever. But they overpromised and I think overshowed when it came to Cave and Cliffs. So then so many things got pushed back that 1.19 now also feels just like a weak update. And it's just been like that since 1.17, honestly. The last year, essentially. It's just been underwhelming update after underwhelming update, at least for me. As somebody who's been playing the game since 1.0 and a little bit before then on the console with Legacy Edition, it feels underwhelming, and I've played through almost every single update. They're not all, amazing, but 3 in a row that are underwhelming to me is not a good sign for the future. The removal of fireflies and the birch forest rework, I could live without it. It's kind of dumb, but at least for fireflies, because they're already kind of in the game, they just probably needed to ring through the code for any bugs, but now they're removed. They're not anything else. The update's probably going to come out next month at the latest, so who knows. Can it still be a good update? Possibly. Will it be an underwhelming update? Most definitely. And I'm not excited for it. I'm not excited for 1.20 either, or 1.21, whatever they're going to be at the moment. I hope this cycle turns around, but I don't know if it will at this point. But that's it for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to be doing the Why Modern Mojang Sucks video, where I go more in depth on that as my next non-podcast video on this channel. It's going to be a bit because right now I'm actually on the way to the Outer Banks for my family's vacation. We take one every year. So I'm not going to be, doing any live streams or anything like that until next week when I get back. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Enjoy the podcast. Still going out on Monday. I'll have a main channel video the next coming week as well on Friday. And we'll be back to bring out some more content after that. I want to thank you for listening, and I'll catch you in the next video.